Greetings, yogis and movers. It's Jimmy Wheeler. All you'll need for today's practice is your mat and some blocks. I've got a super fun sequence planned for us today with hip and heart openers, along with some core and definitely some opportunities to play on our hands. When you're ready, meet me on your back on the mat. Let's start in a half corpse pose here. So on our back, heels are close into our glutes here, and just letting the hands open up wide and letting the mat and the space support us. Begin to tap into the breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting each breath be an opportunity to soften into this space and let the mind go for the next 20 or 30 minutes. Giving yourself the opportunity to place whatever you have left on the rest of your day on hold and to just focus on your practice and your breath. Giving yourself the permission just to be here now. Gently seal down the lips and begin to breathe in and out through the nose, letting the tongue rest gently on the roof of the mouth, constricting to the back of the throat, finding your Ujjayi breathing. Gently let your knees rock over to the right on an exhale, and gaze comes over to the left. Legs come back up on an inhale, and dropping over to the left on the exhale, gaze over to the right. And then gently knees come back up to the center and give yourself a little squeeze, rocking and rolling back on the spine for just 1 second. And then starting the practice off with some core, just to heat things up. So, hands plant just below the glutes here, gentle tug of the shoulders. And we're going to extend our legs out, hovering over the end of the mat, and then squeeze the knees into the chest. When they come to the chest, gently lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently let the legs come to the roof rest, and we'll bring our feet facing towards the sky and our hands up above our shoulders here. So imagine as you're holding a beach ball between your legs and your hands here. Engage the core, and as we're going to let our left leg and our right hand come behind us and touch the ground. Inhale back up. Left arm, right leg drop. Right arm, left leg. Holding the beach ball strong with the other ones. There we go, opposite side. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Couple more. Here we go. And then meeting in a high boat position here, with legs out wide or at a 90 degree, and then lowering. Low boat, high boat. Low boat, high boat. Chest stays high. A few more, we got this. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so come to the middle of your mat. Bring your tailbone off to the side a little bit here. Hands plant behind you. We're going to move into some hip swivels. So our feet are planted just a little bit wider than our hips, and our hands are planted to the mat. We're going to keep our chest up as we rock our hips over to the right, our knees over to the right. Keeping our hands planted on the ground behind us, and dropping them over to the left for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As we keep our right legs down, we're going to gently press into our shins and knees as we lift and then come back down. Try not to use the hands here. Rotating over to the left side, pressing into the knees, flex the feet, lower. One more time on each side. Inhale up, hips swivel over. There we go. Let's bring your knees to meet in the center of the mat, sitting back on our feet. And we're gonna bring our fingers about in between our hips and our knees here. Tent the fingers, and then we're gonna press back into our toes as we lift our right knee off the mat. Should feel the stretch there in your toes and in your ankle. Right knee lowers, and then the left knee lifts. Kind of working it around a little bit wherever it feels good. We'll go to each side one more time. Right knee lifts, just rocking back onto the right toes. Stretch out the feet a little bit. And then the left side. All right, one more core exercise before we get to flowing. We'll do some Lolasana lifts here. We'll do the first side with our right foot staying on the ground, and then we'll move to the left side. So hands frame out the knees here, pressing into the fingers. And we're going to lift our knees to our chest and our heels to our glutes. So we'll keep our right toes on the ground, but lifting our left side. So in 3, 2, 1, press into the hands, lift knees to chest, right foot stays down. For 3, 2, 1, and lower. We'll move to that on the left side, where the left foot stays down. Hands plant, again drawing in as best you can here. Left foot stays down as you draw the knees into the chest and lift. Holding it for 3, 2, 1. Press back down, very nice. Hands plant at the top of the mat, step it back so you're downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. Take some movements here that feel good. Check in back in with the breath. If you like to set an intention, maybe now is a good time that we're warmed up. We're tuned in a little bit, got the core knocked out. When you are ready, toes come to meet at the center of the mat. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Pause here, extend the foot out, and keep both hands down as you rock into the wrist here a little bit. You should feel a stretch in the IT band and into the wrist. Option to drop the left heel to the mat and then bringing it back up. Maybe rocking through that motion a couple times. And then lifting the right leg. Right knee taps right elbow as we stop and stack into our side plank on the opposite side. Moving into a side plank variation. So right foot will gently tap behind you as the right arm lifts. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale, right leg lift, stepping it to the top of the mat. Drop the back left knee, untuck the foot. As you inhale, the arms sweep up, low lunge. Finding a nice stretch in the hip flexors here. Low belly pulls in, finding length down the spine. Gently release the stretch just a little bit, standing a little bit taller. Right hand comes to the right knee as the left hand reaches back for the right shoulder blade. We'll squeeze the left glute as we reach over to the right to find a side body stretch on the left. Inhale back up to the center. Hands plant on the inside of the right foot as we engage the back foot, coming up onto the toes, finding a low lunge here. And then we'll inhale the right arm high for an easy twist. Pressing into the heel of the right foot, lifting through the hips. We'll find some movement as we peel open the shoulder. And then slowly bring the right hand down as you graze the mat, scoop it up, and then like you're reaching for your left shoulder, grab the shoulder, and then bring all the way back up. Open it up. 2 more times just like that. Right arm down, scoop it in. Stay engaged through the hips. Inhale, right arm goes high. One more time. Swoop it down. Right hand to left shoulder. Inhale, arm sweep up. This time drop it open for horizon pose. Right arm reaches back, rocking to the outside edges of both feet. Staying here, left knee drops. Option to bend into the left foot as you reach back with the right arm to grab it. Slowly release the bind. Hands plant on the inside of the right foot. Option here for our hurdler pose, Akapada Kundanyasana 2. So rocking into the hands as our elbows bend to a 90, finding the right thigh with the back of the right arm. Step it back, option for a three-legged vinyasa here, lowering down, inhaling back up, exhale back. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee to right elbow as you step the foot through, falling triangle, rocking into the hands. Option to drop onto the right heel and then back up. Just intensifying and finding some stretch in that left IT band. Lifting the left foot, bend the knee to left elbow. Step it back into our side plank here. Variation to bring the left foot to gently touch the mat behind you for a little extra support. Left arm stacks over the right. Then finding the bind behind you. Keeping the bind of the hands, inhale, lift the left leg, bring the left foot to the top of the mat. Drop the back knee to the mat, inhale, arm sweep up for our low crescent. Really finding length there on the right side body and the hip flexor here. And then gently easing off the stretch. Left hand to left knee, right hand to the back of the left shoulder. Squeeze the right glute as we gently lean over to the left, finding a side body stretch on the right. Pretty intense here, definitely one of my favorites. Feels really nice. Inhale back up to the center. Hands plant on the inside of the left foot, engaging through the right foot. And then coming into our easy twist, left arm goes high. And then peeling open the chest, offering the heart open to the sky, staying engaged to the hips. Slowly bring the right arm in front of you, graze the mat, reach for the right shoulder. Inhale, arm sweep up. Exhale, graze the mat, scoop it through, grab the right shoulder, stay lifted through the hips. Inhale, arm sweep up. One more time. Graze the shoulder. Inhale up. This time, left arm reaches back, horizon pose, dropping to the outside edges of both feet. Staying here or bending at the knee, interlacing the left foot with the right foot with the left hand, and using that connection to peel open the chest. Slowly unwind, hands plant on the inside of the left foot, engaging through the right foot, and again, option here for our arm balance, bending at the arms and finding the back of the left arm with the inside of the left thigh. Step it back, three-legged vinyasa. And meeting in our downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze comes forward. Hop, step, or float, meeting in the Malasana squat, so feet on the outside edges of the hands, and sitting low. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms off of the heart. Inhale, arms sweep up, hands to heart center. Drop it back low to Malasana. Option for our crow pose here, Bakasana. Hands plant in front of you, shoulder widths apart, keeping your elbows draw in, using your fingers as your foundation. Find the backs of the arms with the knees. Slowly send it back. Move through your vinyasa. One more time, just like that. Gaze comes forward to the top of the mat. Hop, step, or float. Malasana. Inhale up, arms sweep up. Exhale, cactus the arms off for the heart. Inhale, arms up, hands together, drop it low, Malasana. Hands plant, find your crow pose, send it back. Vinyasa. Meeting in our downward facing dog here. Inhale, right leg lifts. Knee to nose, exhale. Pause here. Bend the knee to a figure four, so right ankle stacks over left knee as you take a deep bend into the left knee. Slowly dropping onto the left heel. Side plank, drop the glutes, touch the mat. Inhale, back up. Rocking onto the left side. Side plank for 1 second. Option here for wild thing or complete flip dog. Off for the heart. Press to the hips. Gaze comes off the hand. Slowly unwind. Three-legged downward facing. Right leg steps through. Exhale, inhale, all the way up. Left leg comes with you. Left leg stacks over right knee. Left arm comes under the right for eagle pose. Sitting low here for 1 breath. Thinking flat back. Slowly 1 eagle crunch. Elbows to knees. Keeping our elbows here. Unwind the leg, step it back. Dropping into our Skandasana with eagle arms to the back of the mat. Moving to the Skandasana to the front. Keeping the eagle arms here, flat back, standing tall. Stopping right here in the center. Arms come out to a T. Exhale, reach forward, forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Let the head hang here. Option to walk the hands out like you're in a downward dog. Kind of crisscrossing pattern. And just reaching as far as you can. And then pressing down into the palms. Intensify the stretch there a little bit. Slowly walking it back up. Gently twisting towards the top of the mat. Inhaling, coming up for our standing splits. Option here for some handstand hops. Full handstand. Flying crow. However you want to go. If you have time to play, meet me in our downward facing when you're ready. Feet come together at the center of the mat. Inhale, left leg lifts. Knee to nose, exhale. Pausing here, stacking the left ankle over right knee as we sit low. Drop the right heel down. Bring the left glute to touch the mat. Inhale, back up. Side plank on the other side. Then moving into our fallen star, or wild thing, or flip dog, wherever you want to take it. Slowly coming back around. Left leg lifts, three-legged downward facing. Step the foot through, exhale. Inhale, come up with the right leg, stacking right leg over left. Sit low. Eagle pose. Find your breath. Slowly, 1 down for 1 eagle crunch. Elbows to knees, unwind here. Right foot steps to the back of the mat, coming into Skandasana with eagle arms. Inhale up, rock it to the other side. Back and forth, doesn't matter if your heels are on the ground, you can stay on your toes, come up. Inhale, arms to a T. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Bring the palms to touch. Slowly fold forward, leading with the heart. Let the head go here, come back to the breath. Inhale, half lift, let the hands go. Hands come to the hips. Slowly twist it to the top of the mat. Moving into our standing splits here. Staying here, option to play with a handstand hops. Meeting in our downward facing dog. Very nice. Hop, step, or float to the top of the mat whenever you are ready. And we'll drop to our knees for a quick round of camel pose. I'm a firm believer in working the back bends and adding it into every practice. I always feel so good, especially when we're warmed up, we've worked the core, and we're in a good time for it now. So inhale and up to our knees here. And moving into a camel pose of whenever you are ready. Hands can come to the back, supporting the low back as you press the hips forward, gauging the core, gauging the glutes, and slowly maybe right hand reaches for the foot and left hand pressing the hips back forward. Whatever way you came in, come out the opposite way. Rocking back on the toes for a quick toe stretch. And we'll move into camel one more time. Untuck the toes, step it back. So whatever way you went in, maybe challenge yourself to go in the opposite way that you did last time. You know, whatever hand you dropped in first, drop the opposite one this time. So slowly push it forward, hips come forward, offer the heart. And slowly bring it back up. We'll come into one round of puppy pose, rocking it back just a little bit. And hips are hip width distance apart as we reach our chest and chin towards the mat, slowly peeling up in the shoulders. And slowly unwinding, bringing your belly all the way down to the mat here. Arms coming out to a T. And gazing with the right cheek to the mat. We're going to bend our right knee at the right knee, and then we're going to twist over the body. And then if it's accessible, reach for your left hand to interlace the right foot. And if you'd like to intensify that stretch, you can kick into the hand a little bit more, or you can bring your gaze back over to the left. Slowly, gently unwinding, coming to the opposite side. To the left ear to the mat. And then bending the left foot and rocking it over the body. And then the right hand reaches for the foot, kicking into the hand. Again, if you want to take this a little bit further, bring your gaze back over to the right. Slowly coming back to the ground, and then we'll move to one round of frog pose here. So hips coming out wide, keeping our ankles in line with our knees, and whatever variation feels good for you today. I just invite you to take some movement backwards and forth, side to side, staying with the breath. Challenging yourself here and staying in the practice. Inhale, coming back up. And then let's meet on our back. And we'll take a quick plow pose or shoulder stand first. Just getting one quick inversion in. You want to drop it down into plow. And slowly rocking it down, just to start, come back to right where we started. Heels come into the glutes, and then we'll just rock the heels, the hips And knees over to the right, gaze over to the left. Knees come back up on the inhale, and then dropping over to the left on the exhale, gazing over to the right shoulder. And back up to the center. Give yourself a squeeze. Give yourself some gratitude for showing up, for rocking it out in the practice, for getting a little sweaty, making your heart beat. I invite you to stay in Shavasana and letting it go here for at least a few minutes, if not a seated meditation. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm always open to feedback and comments and what you would like to see more of. So just let me know. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste.